Hi everyone, this is Laura Simpson from Web Luminary, and I am going to cover today how to send an email using Mailerlite. So in order to do that, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to log into Mailerlite. So www.mailerlite, L-I-T-E, see on the top. There's always in my way. Login. It's actually not really. Sorry. I have a couple of accounts on here. Okay. So yes, Laura at Web Luminary is something I want. There we go. So I have a few accounts here, and I'm actually going to go into one that was created, just created for a client, Raleigh Paint Improvement. And I'm going in here because we don't have any subscribers rated. So before I send this to him. So how do you send an email? So normally you come in here and when you log in, you have your login and password. Usually your login is your email address. And then you're going to see what you've done recently. And there's not much going on here because this is a new account. It's talking about upgrading, but you don't need to pay for anything if you have less than 1,000 subscribers. And most of my clients are small businesses and they don't have that many subscribers, and they've been using a free account for years. So we're going to go to campaigns. This is where you actually can send email campaigns, or you can also hit this one button. Campaign. This is where it really looks like, oh, actually it was past today. Campaign name. Testing. Subject. So you want a good subject here. And this is something that you should spend some time thinking about. This is the number one thing that's going to get people to open it. I'm going to type in transformation. This would be a good one for the painter that I'm working for here, because he transforms people's houses and areas with paint. And now we're going to, so we give them a name. This is the subject that's actually going to come across. It's going to be from Raleigh Paint Improvement and his email address. And this is defaulting because this is his account. And then we go next. This has been slow, fast while I'm recording. But so he has a template. It's loading. So here's his template. You can also create new and use the drag and drop editor. His template uses the drag and drop editor, and this is speed up our video. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this. It's loading. Again, this is 20 times slower because I'm recording on Zoom. And this is, if you use the drag and drop editor, you will have a similar look than this. And as you can see, I've already loaded his logo. This is similar to, you know, you click here, it'll work very similar than these images down here. If you need to change, you'll need to change the logo. You can make it smaller. I don't want this logo to take up too much of the screen. And as you can see, change the text. So all I do is click in here, and then to the right, what comes over. So, well, let's say everything looks good. Where I really wanted to start it is over on the left. So as you come in, if you're in your template settings, you'll see all these blocks. And I would recommend you look at all of them and see if any of them work. These galleries and carousels are great for people who are in visual businesses, like what it is as a painter. If you're selling a particular product, there's just so many. And then you can also look at buttons, headers. This kind of speeds you up on looking at this. There's just a lot here. So that's great. And I use the drag and drop myself. So next thing you do is kind of scroll and see if there's something you do or not like here. So what I mean by that is you can delete this. Well, you can't delete that because that's where the unsubscribe is. That's required. But you can add this. There's going to be a bunch of stuff. So if you use the drag and drop editor, there's going to be a bunch of these blocks that are just blank, already preloaded. So make sure you go through that first and delete what you don't like. So let's say this was already preloaded. You delete it. And this, well, actually, maybe we like this better. Instead of using airmail, you can see what I'm doing. Click here. I already have this logo. So this block, you change it over here to the right. So you look for the blocks on the left, you change the blocks on the right. So this is going to be, can you use that? Go to the settings, change the color of the thing for the font. If you don't know the fonts that are being used on your website, please ask. Give it to you. Let's go to content. Let's go back to the settings. Let's say it's red. Okay, this is his red. Let's see. So you need a hashtag. If you need the hashtags, let me know the colors. This is Brandon's red. do that. The transformation we have to leave. Again, I have to increase the font. Let's say don't use anything less than 14 because I'm blind and I appreciate that I don't have to zoom out to read things. And people might be reading something. So here's some images. If you want to add images again, images are called gallery over here. And you can drag and drop different images. Like these blocks. I like this side by side. I'm going to click. Select that one. So the one thing is if you're adding a picture, you need to click on the picture. Edit image. I'm going to use that. Let's click on it just to see what it does. I think you can put effects on there. Use this as you can get it to work. Fine, but I'm just saying in general, you just need to click inside the box to load the picture. So the best picture. Click on it, hit select, it's going to put it in here. And again, go down block by block. Normally I have more text in here. And then this is a call to action, ready to transform your space. And this. Save. Content settings. Change the colors. And then lastly, contact us. There's a link. So that's all. You can have different things. So I'm going to save that. And let's say I've been in and out and working on this and hitting save. And I realize something's messed up. I can go in here and I see all the changes I made. You can go back to a previous version or where you added and changed things. But I'm good with this right now. Hit that. So when you had done everything, it hasn't sent your email. There's actually 2 more things you need to do. You have to say who it's going to go to. And you can send it to groups. And say you have one group that's your past clients. So you can have another group of people who downloaded the freebie. You can do all kinds of stuff. It has to be set up. So. So this is a subject. This is a preview. You can still go in and edit everything. who is going to, so I always send a test email. Not doing so is stupid. Always send a test email. So here it is. Monthly newsletter. Which is increase this font with this folder, but let's just pretend we are happy. Next, I can schedule. So scheduling is actually you can send it immediately or schedule. So I can send it later, 2 hours. I tend to find that people look at their email first thing in the morning, at lunch, and then at the end of the day. So I tend to time my emails for lunchtime because I tend to go into my email every morning and see what I can delete. So people I need to get ready afternoon. But you can play around with that, and I'll show you how to kind of see how your email goes. But you hit send because there's only 2 subscribers to this meeting now, so that's why I'm using this account. So I haven't loaded in with some clients yet. It's thinking again. I'm on Zoom. It will not be that close. And so this is where I've been working on his website, on his, I'm sorry, his Mailerlite account. So it's a lot of drafts. One's in the out box, which means it's getting ready to go out, and then it will go to sent once it's sent. One thing I didn't say at the beginning is that using Mailerlite, any kind of email campaign software, gives you more guarantee that you're going to actually end up in people's inboxes. So if you went into your work account and sent 50 of your past clients an email, chances are you're going to get spam. But if you use Mailerlite or any other campaign software, you will end up in their inbox. So let me go see. So the differences is that it's going to be, it's not going to say test. It's going to come immediately. Now it says sent. See if it's there. So it takes a little while to get to my Mac now. And if it's not there, I'm not going to waste too much time on it. We'll look at it and go back to this video. Because everything's just working so slow. Okay. So let's go back and look at that later. But for campaigns, other campaigns, other thing you can do, other than working from the template or using the drag and drop or create another one. Computers really good here. Let's do the rich text editor. So there's another way, instead of using that drag and drop, where you're dragging and dropping the blocks from the left to the right, you know, the signature, the titles, the other way you can do it is you can copy and paste from a Word document. So I'm just going to show you that real quick. And then and then the next thing I'm going to do after that is go into my account so you can see what it looks like when you've sent quite a few email campaigns and what the statistics look like. So if you don't have a template, it's going to go into here. And if you want to copy and paste from a Word document, you can hit choose rich text editor. And don't worry if it doesn't look super stylized. Actually, those emails statistically get read more. I mean, according to one marketing blog I was reading, and or maybe it was an email marketing book I read, that unstylized email is read more because it's assumed to not be spam. So people, if they see something with a lot of different colors and it looks like you stylized it a lot, it looks like an ad. So anyway, I'm working on that. So let's say this is an email that I'm going to write. I already have it typed out, but I just want to, I just hit edit copy, edit paste. Here it is. And the advantage of that is that if you do bolding, any bullets, of course it doesn't look good, but let's just pretend it does, are brought over, any links are already there. And what to do about these bullets that are in between my bullets. But let's just say this is an email I want to send out. I can send it out like this, and it would save me a lot of time. It's good. And play around with this, see if it saves you time. Maybe you change one or two things, like the font size. Right, I'm done. I tend to just type straight into Mailerlite, but if you work with us to write your emails, you might find it faster than just copy and paste. We really often it's really good. And boom, it's at the same place. I can select all subscribers, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not going to do that. Next, what I'm going to do is log out and show you my account, just so you can see what it looks like when you've sent more than one. You know what? I'm going to save that for another video. No, I'm just thinking this is going to be so slow. That's not even worth it. But it seems to be lagging a little bit in and out. So let's go in here. I'm going to go in here real quick and I'm going to end the video. So once you've sent more than one email campaign, and again, you want to use Mailerlite because it will actually end up in people's inboxes. And you can see, which Gmail won't do, you can see whether people are opening it and whether people are clicking through. So I can see the dashboard. This is the last emails I sent. I actually just sent it to my 15 of my past clients. And then You can see all the different windows and other people that open, and what percentage of people have opened. And I do remember having a click-through rate of 1 to 2% was actually pretty good. That's hard to do. Getting 25% of people to open it is pretty good too. And of course, I only have 239 people in my email list. So getting 22, 25% to open that is pretty good. And you can play around with, you know, the time of day. The one time of day, get more open, great, having less pictures, get more open. I find that when my picture is there, people open more. But maybe that's just because some of my clients are my friends. But you might see a pattern. So that's what sometimes I look at this and kind of decide whether I want to send more pictures. I think sending more pictures is good, but looking too stylized is bad. So that's it for my Mailerlite video. Please let me know if you have any questions. Bye.